What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Student Place. So, recently, there have been a Netflix series on Netflix in Nigeria that has been making a lot of waves. Far From Home. This particular movie has gotten the attention of a lot of people, both Nigerians and non-Nigerians. So, in today's video, I want to give my review and character development of that movie, Far From Home. In this particular movie, if you look at the title, I titled it A Young Man That Is Desperate to Achieve His Goal, How to Make Desperate Decision. So just stay with me in this video while I give you the character development of each of the characters in this Far From Home and tell you what I feel about each of them and the roles they played. And also, if you have anything to say about it, just write it down in the comment section. And please like this video, subscribe if you're new on our channel, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for sticking there with us. So let's get into this video. So I want to start my review from Reggie. Guys, please tell me. In fact, this question is for the girls. Please, you girls should tell me, what did you see in Reggie? I was talking to a friend of mine, like after I've watched the movie, and you needed to see the way she was praising Reggie. Hey, Jesus. Like she was saying a lot of things about this. I'm like, did I notice this guy in this movie or not? I had to like actually go back to the movie to look at Reggie very well to see like all these things this girl was saying. Then I realized that she was not even the only one, that a lot of girls were obsessed about Reggie. And the fact that Reggie is not even the main character, like it not even appear that much in the movie. We have Ishaya, we have Frank, and we have Atlas. But then why Reggie? So girls, please write it down on this video's comment section. What is it about Reggie? Because I actually want to understand why you girls are so obsessed with Reggie. Is it because of his hair, because he's tall, or because of how he talks? Like, I really want to understand. Please write it down in the comment section because I want to know. What is it about Reggie that all of you are so like mad about that you don't want us to hear? Like the hype is just too much. Because left to me, I feel that Ishaya is actually more cute than Reggie. Yeah, Ishaya is finer than Reggie. Ishaya has a very nice smile. And though there are some girls that don't have this ideology too. Some girls don't actually like buy into the school of thought that Reggie is actually that hot and all. But then I was talking with somebody, she was like, there's this aura that Reggie has that is likable, that once you see him, like you just feel this likeness for him. Like, wow. So what do you think? If you're a fan of Reggie, write on the comment section why you feel that Reggie is that hot guy and should take the light, the light instead of Ishaya or Frank. Put it down there. But then talking about Reggie's character, Reggie actually acted like a very wonderful role. The fact that actually made me laugh was when he said that he had won red belt from when he was young and all that, and that but then the guy can fight. Like when those guys came to the school, the way he was fighting them and all that, that was actually very very nice. Then another part I liked about him was when he proposed to not proposed when he asked Riha out for the party, the dinner party and all that. Like Riha thought that he wasn't going to ask, and the guy just acted like, okay, I'm not going to ask this girl for anything, and it was like with somebody else, making Rhea kind of jealous. Then people started bringing Rhea flowers and flowers and flowers, and before you know, he came and asked her to go to the party with him. That was actually so sweet and so romantic. But then Reggie actually acted like a very. But then there's something about Reggie. Reggie is a bad boy. Accept it or not, Reggie is a bad boy because that guy, apart from the fact that he's built, like he's cute, he has, he's tall, and a lot of few girls like him. The guy is a bad guy. Look at it very well. But then he's bad. Most girls like bad guys, I feel, and that is the kind of girls that that is the kind of guy that gets lots of girls' attention. But overall, I rate Reggie, let's say 8/10. He actually acted very well, so I'll give him that.
See this. This is top grade shit. Take it up here. Let me see. Bro, how do I know you didn't cook this in the kitchen somewhere? Are you buying a front? Hi. Pop. Pop, bro. I can't. If it's as good as you say, I'll buy. It's cool. Wait, whoa. Chill. I'll pop it.
that what they do?
You have no idea what these hands do, babe.
What, like, beat up people for you?
If you need me to.
Oh my days, you're such.
You don't say so. I'll take some of that, bro.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll sort you out later.
Water.
Kitchen. Down the hallway. To the right.
So, coming to the main character of this Far From Home, Ishaya. What do you guys think about Ishaya? Let's start from there. What do you think about this particular guy, Ishaya? A lot of people say that the guy is selfish, that the guy is self-centered. But then, is he really selfish and self-centered? Now, let's analyze it. Okay, let's analyze it from when he got admission into Wima Academy. First, he asked his sister to get into the school because his sister wanted to get into that school with everything in her. So he got an opportunity for her to enter the school, but the sister was like, no, that she does not want to cheat her way into the school. But then this guy sees that going into this school is going to help me to achieve my goals, and he has a way of getting into the school. Then he took the opportunity. At some point in time, the sister was like, "You're very selfish, you're very wicked. I wanted to get into Wima, but then you took my place." How? Because he clearly gave her an opportunity to go there, but she said no, that she does not want to like cheat her way into it. But Isha was like, "I'm going to do anything it takes to pursue my dreams." And he went for it. So to me, I don't feel that is selfish. There's no selfishness. And if you're saying that he stole the answer sheet from Derele, he did not steal it. Derele clearly threw the paper away. And him being a wise guy, a smart guy, he picked it up and used it to his advantage. So he's not the one at fault. The only place I feel he acted selfish was where he had to like withhold money that he would have used to treat his dad. Like the father was ill and they don't have money, but then instead of him to use the money to like help his dad, he decided to like save the money in order to pursue his dream. So that was the only way I think he acted out. He did not like act well. But then in terms of being selfish, the guy was just pursuing. One thing about pursuing your dream is that you're just always focused on getting your dreams. You don't sometimes not even like care like what you do or how you do it. You just want to like achieve that dreams. Though it can be bad, it can be detrimental, which was what we saw in the sense that he went and steal from government and Rambo, and we saw the end result of him stealing from government and Rambo. It kind of put him in a lot of situation that made him to have issue with his parents. He was sent out of home. His sister was put in danger. Even that Adufe, his friend, his former girlfriend, who entered a problem. So like that single act of him going to steal from government and Rambo put him in a lot of situation. Even him selling drugs in school was also as a result of that. And Rambo even having the guts to kidnap Frank and all those things were as a result of him stealing from them. So him just stealing from those people like actually led to a lot of negative things, a lot of controversies about him. That was why it was as if like there's this danger that is always around him. Like if you're around him, you're going to be endangered. Like there are a lot of controversies, a lot of bad energy around him just because of that single act of him stealing from Rambo and government. So that is one of the reasons why I feel that okay, he didn't act well. Then talking about his friend, he had to borrow money from his friend, but then it's not his fault. The guy felt that once he get his scholarship, that he's going to receive a lot of money, and they gave my guy just 5k naira. What does he want to do with 5k naira? And he borrowed like 50k from his friend, and his friend was that guy is actually a good guy. I'm not gonna lie. That Ishaya's friend is a good guy. The guy was always there with him, supporting him emotionally, giving him advice, like linking him to everything he could do in order to achieve his dreams. The guy was a good guy. I'm not gonna lie. And the fact that Ishaya like is a grateful person. At the end of the day, he actually like paid him, give him money to go and start up something for himself. and get a house and this thing. Even the time that Rambo and government were looking for Ishaya, that Frank had to like offer them a place in his house. Even brought his friend along. They were all there. It was as if his friend was part of the family. So the guy is very nice. That is the kind of friend that you should have in your life. A friend that knows your goals and wants to see you achieve the goal. To the fact that he even had to like receive a lot of beatings just to make sure that Ishaya is achieving his goal. So the guy actually tried. I'm not gonna lie, but then did Ishaya do a right thing, or did Ishaya like was Ishaya wrong towards the guy? No, it was not his fault that what he received at the end of the day was 5k. The plan was that he was going to receive like up to 1 million or so, and he would just give him his money and give him as much money as possible. But then things did not go as planned. So I don't feel that Ishaya should be held responsible for that. But the fact that the guy was suffering, he had a lot of suffering to go through. He had to like just cut off ties with Ishaya. But then I'm not going to blame him for that, and I won't blame Ishaya for that either. So Ishaya's role was, top notch. The guy, even though he was pursuing his dream with everything he has, he's still someone that he has a conscience and he's a good friend. The fact that he called his friends and told them that, okay, I was the one that spearheaded the kidnapping of Frank and this and that one, that one, that one. You guys are in danger. I need to. That fact was also a good fact. Then another thing about Ishaya is that, oh my god, did you see the way he was looking at Carmen? Ah, like that guy, he has a playboy personality, kind of, and he has this kind of toxic personality. Girls like toxic guys. I will keep on saying it. Girls like toxic guys. The guy has this kind of toxic personality, and that was one thing that attracted attracted him to Carmen. Carmen couldn't like resist it. Look at that funny part where they went to the ranch, and he wanted to pick up his book, and Carmen was like thinking he wanted to kiss her. The way Carmen fell for that guy was actually funny. They moved from being this kind of cat and dog to being these lover boys and everything. That was actually very funny. So and on that case, when he started selling drugs, and when Carmen found out he was selling drugs and all that, she was like, okay. So from there, we started seeing secret and all those kind of things. But then generally, I love the role that Ishaya played. Ishaya played a very, like, he was the epicenter of this particular movie. Though the fact that though a lot of you have moved the attention from Ishaya to Reggie, but Ishaya was the epicenter of this particular movie. And I like every role he played from the beginning till the end. The next main character development is Carmen. As you girls are busy fighting over Reggie, me, I am busy fighting over Carmen. Though unfortunately Carmen is married in real life. When I found out she was married, I was like, oh my god, I was so frustrated because the girl is so beautiful. Like, she was one of the reasons why I binge watched this particular movie. I just wanted to be seeing her face, seeing her fine face, her fine smile, everything. Like, she was just looking so good, so sexy. So Carmen, the second lead character in this movie, Far From Home. Now Carmen, she's the daughter of the owner of the school, the owners of the school. She's their daughter. And one thing about her is that she was rich, but then she wasn't proud. She wasn't a proud person. The fact that she actually played the role of a good girlfriend to Atlas. Atlas is this very, very ungrateful nigga, man. The guy, the guy is actually the person that was willing to go to any length to achieve his goals. Atlas, and not Ishaya. Though Ishaya was willing to do anything, but then Atlas was willing to sacrifice anything, pay any price in order to achieve his goals. The fact that he was using Carmen, he was playing Nena, he was lying to he was using his mom also as this thing to remain in the school. He even had to like go after Ishaya and all those. Like, he was desperate, like overly desperate to achieve his goals. So he was one selfish, he was the wicked one, he was the self-centered one in this movie. and he was so proud and pompous. It's not like he's rich. They're not even rich. The dad has left him and his mom and left them with nothing. He didn't have money. And the fact that he was even the one that caused the accident that Carmen was involved in. And Carmen had to like even hide everything just to protect him. But still, he was ungrateful. I love what Carmen did at that party. The way she exposed everything. Yeah, that is it, my baby girl. The way she exposed Atlas, exposed Nena, and exposed all their wicked and nonsense acts. If you had one, what would you have done if you see your friend, your best friend, sleeping with your boyfriend because you had an accident? What would you have done if you find out? It would have been crazy, like very, very crazy. So, but then I won't really blame Carmen the way she acted or reacted towards it and the way she exposed the whole thing. So, Carmen was a character I actually love in this particular movie. She acted so well, and the way she actually fell in love with Ishaya, oh my god, both of them like actually like really really busted my head in this movie. Then she does drugs, not like she does drugs, like she was addicted to drugs. Ah, I don't really, I know what addiction feels like, but I don't do drugs, so I don't know what drug addiction feels like. But then addiction is not a good thing. Like it messes up with your mental health, it scatters your head, messes up with your life, your day-to-day activities. So you see the time like she was desperate to get drugs from Ishaya. When she found out that Ishaya was a drug dealer, she was desperate. She was willing to do everything and anything to just get herself some drugs. And owing to the fact that she was a parent's only child, the parents were so protective of her. And the mom, oh my god, the mom was so sweet on her. Like the mom was very, very sweet on her. The mom don't take shit. If you come to a family, it's either the dad is straight and the mom is soft, or the mom is straight and the dad is soft. But in the case of Carmen, the dad is soft. She's daddy's girl, but the mom was a more hard woman. You saw the place that the mom slapped her, like, and that time that they were trying to like take her to the rehab. She wasn't even talking to her mom. It was her dad. She was begging. She was like, "Daddy, please." Dad was like, "Hey, Daddy, please don't do this to me." She don't even beg the mom. The mom was just left them. And the fact that the mom has the somehow has the upper hand, she's the stricter parent. So the dad had to like listen to the mom and reason with the mom. So Carmen actually like won my heart in this particular movie. I like the part she acted so well. I feel a lot of you feel that way too. So what do you think about Carmen? Write it down in the comment section. Let's talk about it. Talking about Frank or my mommy, you know, Choma Chukwuka, I actually like the role she acted as Frank's mom. When she came to visit Frank in the school and saw Ishaya, like she's a very good mother. And the fact that she's rich, like she's very, very rich. When Frank was kidnapped, and before you know, she had paid the money without wasting time. She had paid the money, and she actually like didn't expose anything, didn't want Frank to talk about the whole situation and all that. But then Frank is this very, very, mommy's boy. She's the only child of her mom, and and is overly pampered, like overly pampered. The mom pampered him a lot. So he's just like very quiet, shy, and intelligent boy. Though he likes Ishaya so much. Like both of them had this very good connection, and I love the friendship between him, Ishaya, and Ziha. Like their friendship was beautiful. So after he got kidnapped, now, okay, before he got kidnapped, when he met Ishaya's sister, this guy was like, so I'm like, okay, does love at first sight actually exist? Because the way he saw Ishaya's sister and he just fell in love, boom. I'm like, okay, so love at first sight actually exists. That was. So both of them. At first I thought Ishaya's sister was dating Ishaya's friend. Like I can't really say. I doubt if they were dating. Maybe they liked each other. But then Frank got attracted to her and he was spoiling her with gifts. Got her a phone, got her a lot of gifts and all that. Like he was willing to go the length for her. Like he liked her so much, and I believe the girl liked him also. So that particular scene when they met each other and the whole connection was just wow. I'm like, wow, okay. So after he was kidnapped, the way he got so scared, like somebody is after his life and all that. And the guy is nice. I'm not gonna lie. Even after finding out that Ishaya was involved in his kidnap, he still like sheltered them in his house. Like he gave them shelter, gave them asylum, and he didn't even report to the police. That was actually a very, very nice. Him and his mom, they are very nice. Much quicker. Like they did not even report to the police. They did not even take it serious. They had to like even shelter Ishaya's family. That was like actually wonderful. I like the role that Frank played here also. So talking about Adufe, Adufe acted the role of a typical Nigerian girl that is not okay. Well, let's look at it this way. At first, it wasn't her fault, like the what she did, like breaking up with Ishaya, because Ishaya was pursuing a very big dream and a dream that would warrant him to travel out of Nigeria. And you not tell your girlfriend. Why? Your sister knew about it, your parents knew about it, your friend knew about it, but your girlfriend, your partner didn't know about it. If I was the one, like I would, or I might actually do what Adufe did, like breaking up, because that was not good. But then Adufe actually overreacted. Yes, I would say she overreacted. The fact that she left Ishaya and she now started dating Rambo, someone that Ishaya works for, and knowing the kind of person that Rambo is. You could see at the end she was trying to blame Ishaya, that Ishaya was the reason why she started dating Rambo. How? You are the one in your right sense. You broke up with Ishaya and you now started dating Rambo and you said it's Ishaya's fault. How? So that girl, I would say desperation pushed her to where she was and what she did. Though she was actually very helpful at some point to Ishaya, especially when Rambo took Rahia, Ishaya's sister. She was helpful at that point. At so many cases, she saved Ishaya. Like when Rambo wanted to feed Ishaya to the dogs, where did he failed to sell the drugs? She was one that helped Ishaya. So on several occasions, no doubt, she being with Rambo was helpful to Ishaya a lot of time. But then she acted rashly. She acted rashly. Starting from when she lost that goods Rambo gave to her to sell to that other guy. From that place, desperation came in. That was when she brought up the kidnapping this thing and everything. Last, she became the boss. After she the fact that she even had to cage Rambo in that cage after she became a boss, that part was very funny. But then the girl, her part was also good. She's a good supporting character. She acted that role very well as a supporting character to Ishaya and to Rambo. They're talking about Rambo and government. I actually prefer government to Rambo because government is rational and government has sense compared to Rambo. Rambo is just this irrational somebody, acts like someone that drug is scattering his head. All this kind of aggro and all that. But I like government. Government is calm and is understanding. Is understanding. He tries to calm down to listen. And the fact that he didn't even support Rambo when they brought up the kidnapping this thing, he was not in support of it. And when Ishaya came to him, was like, "This is the next room is the kidnapping department." That guy was funny. Though I feel like he still had like a grudge against Ishaya after he was arrested. He still had like that grudge against Ishaya. But I actually like prefer Rambo to actually prefer government to Rambo. Actually. Let's talk about Derele. I saw a post on Instagram that Derele is an example of your father get money, no me say you get class. That was the guy's case. The dad is rich, he's from a rich family, but the guy was classless. He tried to mingle with the rich kids, but them shank him too much. The way he was shanked, first of all, he tried to mingle with Zira shanked him. He tried to to relate with Nina. Nina shanked him a lot of time. Tried to relate with Atlas them. Atlas shanked him a lot of time. Even had to like bring evidence against um Ishaya to Atlas just to the fact that he said the only condition is that you be my best friend. That particular part I laughed. I laughed like, okay, so like the guy was desperately he desperately wanted to belong. Though at last, finally, he was able to win Nina's love because he showed her love. He showed her a lot of love, like defending her from those people. That was like exceptional. So that alone like gave him that soft spot with Nina. And last, he was able to belong because he worked his way towards it. He proved that okay, I actually like Nina and I'm going to fight for it. But then, man, that guy suffered. Eh? He suffered. Like just suffering to just belong. That was her. Talking about Ishaya's parents, especially Funke Akindele that acted Ishaya's mom. Wow. After the dad had accident and they lost their son, that Ishaya's brother, due to the accident of painting and all that, like the trauma it caused in their family, and the mom was like anything that has to do with art, we're not doing this family. But then Ishaya was desperately willing to pursue his dream to any extent. So it got to a point that the mom had to send him out of the house. And the fact that he was saving money that he could have used to help the dad with his hospital bills and all that. And with man, I like the part where after she saw the money, she told him that I used some of the money to feed your dad, and the remaining money we use it to buy food stuff in the house. That part was funny. Then the other part that I liked that she acted was when Ishaya brought money to the house after she had sent Ishaya out of the house. Then she picked the money like she wanted to accept it and now threw it on Ishaya's body. I actually like the fact that Funke actually played in that movie. Like she acted it so well. She delivered that role so well. And Ishaya's that too. Yeah, the man also like played a very good role. Talking about Baido, Rambo's bodyguard. That guy, I like him somehow because he was helpful to Adufe, and that was because he actually liked Adufe. Like you could see the look in his eyes each time he looks at Adufe. Like Adufe has a small button, that soft spot. Oh my god, the guy was madly in love with Adufe. He was willing to do anything to protect her and even keep her away from Rambo and all that. Starting from the first time where she caught Adufe trying to help Rahiha. So from that particular point, like I knew that okay, this guy actually like this girl. Then every time to see the way he was looking at her, like doing everything for her, always being there for her, protecting her, and all that. Remember the part that Rambo wanted to slap Adufe. He was even the one that say that had to save Adufe from Rambo. So the guy like is actually nice. I like the role he played and all that. Another person I like is Adesu Aitomi. I like the role she played in this particular movie. She was nice. Like she knew what Ishaya's dream was, and she was always encouraging him, pushing him to achieve his dream, his drawings, correcting him, guiding him, and all that. Like she was a good teacher, like a very good teacher to Ishaya. So I like the role she played a lot. Then Atlas mom, Ufoma, like that woman is just very, very dramatic. Like her drama was just too much in this particular movie. So guys, this is my review on the movie Far From Home. What do you guys think about the movie? What do you have to say? Which character do you like the most? Write it down in the comment section, and please like this video, subscribe, and share if you don't mind. See you guys in my next review, and bye for now.